Recevez la voix. Devi così e quindi mia comida, mi no mia cora. Fifi a gran ko mi nyanke mi jawa. Nelle due colonia mi hanno due cibe koya. Sege. E bianto patta jolese. E bianto jolese quei fai da reggio. Sege. Wa mi pare hu nuore. Mi na hu imana go. Sege go. Adigere go. Adigiri san go. Gobina go. Ah sege. Goya, brakete goya. Nemile hu piane na na be mi na jiji ma den liame. Sege. Nemile hu piane na be mi na jiji ma den liame. Sege goya, yaga goya, brakete goya, brakete goya, yaga goya, ande goya, hiki goya, brakete goya. Mana do me mano dola, hele goya.
Freestyle. Yeah. I fit.
Swim it. Everybody, Guanta! Mama!
Alole, freestyle. Yeah. Mama.
Swim it.
Alright, so the players know airbound to the field for the big game. It's off. Yeah, build this from the Accra game to the influencer game as well. We are loud and clear once again. The main game, where our superstars no move pitch so now PBR so to me Akoye and so Ade Ama Yaro Awa say na Ade Tieni Ora. Who will say like I said, game no a very massive and say the BA group no you can and so you should know sir from the very first game between Accra and Africa Legono now game no come on we had a game between the celebrities and the influencers now come on now the men are on the field for the match. Talked about game. Say no sube to me at home. And you know, we are on for a show. Now, I know bad things. Yes, I know bad things. Now, that's why I come out. And I would not say from the first game to now, to me, any after now, I enjoy the course of piano. And you know, I pay the part of the main game, Nakasa, and also Basso. You know, the TNS is going to be excitement. I want to say, it's still the All-Star Festival 2026, and we are on a very, very big show by all standards. In fact, Asudani Bima, the entire media team, in fact, the Juma Mapuana, the Power, Oliver, and Vincent, always getting video, pictures, updated. And so, Ekoye, and so it's a match awaited game, and the players are out here doing their warm up. Now, fans now said they are here. They came for the excitement. It is the All-Star game. You know, enter now, Bibiaso, here, and so games, you know, we are live on TV. And now, for streaming live for social media platforms now. Makacho said we call the All-Star Festival on X, on TikTok, on YouTube, we are there. But there are parts of pictures, no power like here. Commenting. Okay, I said, I watch it. Anyone in here? The game will start and then it is going to be a game that many Ghanaians can wait for. Yes, of course. It is the 2026 All-Star Festival. This game will be coordinated by the legend himself from Bafo. And then the playground one and Granite Yago Kama. We were there. The first game between Accra and Presac, Biako Kama, and of influencers in the game. Biako massively. You know, we are still to run you through the state from the first game to the second game. Philippo, the man can be back to be an answer to be a day. To me, as I said.
He go do them like juju.
One and I say, I believe today, you know, and boys and I get opinion. There won't be and so many players are woman opinion and Fatal Shaku, Fatal Shaku, Kevin Osasi, baby, Abdul Majid Waris, and Prince Ousu. And our Samuel Safu and our Uko Piemo, Jonathan Soa, Taba left, you know. Women are coming cool, and some couple other players are women in their opinion. Tell Babajina Kevin Ababua, I'm an All-Star Festival. Let me, I come on, Sharif Dean. Women have come and I got Asian. We be at the devil come on, come on. There's a goalkeeper straight out of the Black Stars of Ghana for Tauda, yes. And on the Bra Lai Kingston. Women United, Eric Donko. Yes, Eric Donko. Tony Bafo. Yanin in the wild, Fitiano Park, ever since I bring Nano. Women United, and put him now. One surprise, a goalkeeper, Daniel J. Under 20 World Cup winner. So Becca 2009. Yanni Brazil. On the dinner and also at the penalties now. Amatima Badu, Akobatum, and then Daniel J. And also I said blue and white are all warming up. Come on, you know, you Daniate. I have a people come and and then there is a stars and Omagiatum, Danita and Okano. There are more players on their way. I will move and swear, and as time goes on, Yeah, the woman in the back to the better channel. So, Abdul Majid Waris, yes. We know the and I know All-Star Festival, Young Cantro, they can Abba, I'm almost Obia, woman, and Obuswa, yes, you're better actually. And Kobia, what you're the SMI National. I'm a Bia Queen now. Filippo, now saying, Empire, about an all-star game. And so Patel is half was in the World Cup. One part game of Kodima, Ghana, now no one in Ghana. And goalkeeper then and take. One or two has said. Former and a 20 playmaker was the World Cup in Ghana. On the likes of Andrew Rami Morgan, the day you went here. Empire now is Majid Waris in the house as well. A lot of players. I'm quite sure move back. And so our half. It is the All-Star Game 2026. Goalkeeper trainer, Dauda, and so our happy. So a lot of surprises in the back. Happy to be
to the under. Yes, sir. Come your highness. Yes, sir. I can make it go bananas. Yes, sir. If you make it all these politicians money they take commercial brothers. Yes, sir. Right there, no. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Show me the bongo. Yes, sir. I'm the killer. Yes, sir. I take it 3 points. After the chop for money, 3 points. She chop for money, I take it 3 points. She think I say I take it 3 points. Just don't chop for money, I take it 3 points.
Godfather in a NBT, we are right armor. Me, mommy, other. Collect on a Godfather. Big up every your time. Every get to your time. Every get to girl, you know, say me a number one. Dance all king of the whole Ghana. The girl, I'm a lean of the whole Ghana. Time movement team of the whole Ghana. Money makers team of the whole Ghana. Dance all king of the whole Ghana. The girl, I'm a lean of the whole Ghana. Time movement team of the whole Ghana. Money makers team of the whole Ghana. Some me whopping it wide like a Carter. But them know say essence still tapper. That's why the girl them love shatter.
Yes, auntie.
Burn them like ganja.
Woman, put on air, cause of the day. And I enter. Give no. Give no ever to for enter. And the come for me love girl and me flavor. When I watch where you do come still a day. Dance all king of the whole Ghana. The girl them a lean of the whole Ghana. Time movement team of the whole Ghana. Money makers team of the whole Ghana. Dance all king of the whole Ghana. The girl them a lean of the whole Ghana. Time movement team of the whole Ghana. Money makers team of the whole Ghana. So me say take. Alright, so enter I came to know Nina Shasya, the big game of course, Yakeno. It is the main game for the All-Star Festival. Now Bibi also to me, I come and Okuma, Fatao, Dauda. Goalkeeper trainer for the Blasters. It's in the building. And into know we are on for a showdown, of course, and a lot of players and I'm going to say by General Empire. As always, yeah, they live comments about Premier League and so our whole be as why come on. It is very important that this task that we see from afar, they come to great occasions like this. With him, sir, BSC Group, we bring the stars closer. How does it feel to see all this players on the pitch? Today, I Ghana for her to witness this great moment. Now, I'm going to say,
GhanaMotion.com. Go, see, men jam a honk of a boy for floor. Maybe the jam can be the Joseph draw. What am I coming to sentimental?
And then I said, now, these are players, you said that a woman, and I have a woman, you want more TV so. And sometimes a people to me call 2 years, no Matthew, and we've been to me call 1 year, this is a season and maybe 6 months, and 6 months in the crown. So we do fear crowd. How will you know that? Say, I'm more all-stars game, be say, I'm a boys in MPR, and the young boys in Abaso say, almost to do, you know, your mom invitation, woman before Muti, but I was Shaku, or free work up and Musi from and can so Timmy Home. training. Now game, World Cup game. Yani Panama ni abo, yani England ni abo, yani Colombia ni abo. So Oba and Kobe and Kobe na home. So Musa friend na Fatah Ishaku Edua. Oba Beginem. So this is commitment for you. Yamo players na my opinion. Adi game no atum say ne. Ome buama all start Nigeria na so. Yamo mo nyina abaso. Nyame nso nhyira omo. Baby omo free omo join e na me dey kan no. There was stars baby omo nam kwa so. This is commitment. It takes commitment for them to accept and come and play the All-Star Festival. You know, TV so and you be a TV so and it's a Yamiadum. That's a net woman. I opinion say Oma Beginem. Now, woman enter woman. Women a feel of them. Now, women to me videos and woman to trap pictures. You're not players in us. You're not woman say woman boy. Amanuama etimi akonkan entino ya da o mase pa se mo aje apine na wo mo ba behwe ama dwumade no etimi akonkan entino na se obi sa me a e won komo no bibia de dam kama bibia de dam and fans no so no na ba na wo mo e ba na believe say wo mo so be ba kan ho ene ase England game no e ya ha e kakra England game no ase ya ha e kakra o mo ni Norway no nkofo ani de ate but I believe say Bibia ebe come now. Fans no so omo wa ha ne de. Ye ne omo na wa afi anopa. And omaji atum atnasi kama. Ye mo mabaso. So far Big Dawood ne mpanimfo solid. Wentwi Bibia nyansi ye. Security tight. That me can we assure you on any level. Oh baha. Panese baby awo no secured. Big Dawood and ne mranche soldiers aka nyina no. Ye mo nyina baso. All right, so Filippo not taking can open so many tag game now. Our social media so we call YouTube, me patch out on our Facebook. I am back now. About back can count BAC. Which you me patch out on it here. And two person monitor game no. I am basically either our Facebook and answer YouTube live. Ubo back in here BAC. Okay, and can over to me maybe be also IFS. But Filippo, I'm a part of in Crown Super Dia Grokaka. Yeah, and Crown or session. So
I don't want to reminisce how it used to be. I don't think you even know what you mean to me. When you mean your Macada with a new release, I miss you, and you be my new disease.
And yeah, professional, the legend. Tony Buffo, yeah, Nasi. David Anopa. Bani se coordination na wabua ama bibia aye kama enkulane ba no keep it kiss wo mu boy soccer academy no wo mu enkulane ba ama enei prof ona say the legend Tony Bafo wetimi edi enkulane fa adisuo mu kama ansa na Legon Presec ani akaka enso ma a nice match entina say no celebrities no so no ebe ma a nice match enti ya na o mase bibia de dem kama pa say wo ma boa na eno ma ekoye ntino wo ma pono ena wugusu a wo hwe bi no Felix Afinajan one Samuel Safo opposite wo mu nyina ejina Sharif Dean Prince Owusu set na ba kama yes Solomon Agbasi yes King Solomon and Tebi Owusu national team no yes Solomon Agbasi Accra as a folk and on so butu a odi ni juma and Womaba goalkeeper Daniel J. Yeah, Daniel J. Under 20 World Cup winner. Yes. Oh, woman did. It is a who not and then now we're woman now. We are back, come on.
To the end of time is true. I'll be you, go be my boo. All I wanna hear you say I do. Make you know the fear I go there by you. God to the end of time is true. I'll be you, go be my boo. Make me do
And the woman for the cost to come up.
Want to be like sea.
The two teams in each charge.
Like thunder to thunder.
The southern zone and the northern zone.
Where I'm from,
You are a bear come up.
I'm not innocent and a criteria. Where the ears to like bacteria. Try where I did for Ghana. Where exactly Nakama. Where are we going? I'm rocking with RTB from Ghana. I try we did for Kama. They say WC a hammer. Try where they say we are WC. I'm on this and a bumper to bumper. Yes, I be the number one, number dagger. I can see that swagger. And I reggae the raga. When I reggae the raga, people the swagger the maga. Try na who bunny maga. Monita lolomo. Before they start to call me. Monita lolomo. Before they start to call me. Bama. In me your shama. Oh lama. Put it in jammy talk. Try. Like Femi, would you tell me? Why get me? Would you dare me? If you then double dare me, I'll kiss you double dare me. You hear me and you hear me. You love me when you hear me. I'll kiss you double dare me. I'll kiss you. So baby, just allow me to kiss your head. Yo, tell me what happened. You send the mix. Right, you have the baby, yeah? Yes, I see. Hey, man, come in and mix Angelina. Say yes, I'll get any muka waka. I do the pata and pay you Sentino. Say me to me no. Man, come in and mix Angelina. Say yes, I'll get any move. I do the pata and pay you Sentino. Say me to me no. Angelina, come here. Yeah, just you better get sasa. Macarena, Kamapuga. She go me. Angelina, come here. Yeah, just you better get sasa. Macarena, Kamapuga. She go me. Yeah, just you better get sasa. Yeah, just come on, get by. Macarena, Kamapuga. She go me. Yeah, just you better get sasa. Yeah, just come on, get by. Macarena, who can dance? She go me. Angelina, put Sasa, she go to Sasa. Macarena, de Mapuga. She go me. Angelina, put Sasa, she go to Sasa. Macarena, de Mapuga. She go me. Sasa, she go to Sasa. Sasa, go to the Macarena, de Mapuga. She go me. Sasa, she go to Sasa. Sasa, go to the
For your mind, y'all. Stop. I'm gonna bring the boy to the team. Where my ladies at? Where my honeys at? Where my shorties at? One time for your mind. I can bring the phone, baby. Now, until my niggas on the block, y'all. 1, 2, 3, break it down, y'all.
Baby, that things you that do me, they make I feel. Girl, my heart done there for you, my love not real. I promise on my honor today by your side. I go come tell your mama, say you be my wife. Cause I can be your man, and you can be my girl. I can be your man, you can be my girl. Cause I can be your man, and you can be my girl. I can be your man.
Check it. Nah, girl, you know what time it is, boy. Sometimes when I sit down to reminisce about the thing we to do, yo, give me a kiss. Now we got more things to do. This be Genesis. One, do you feeling it? Now I come to think of it. Now, if you marry me, think about the benefits. Where you go get the love plus the promises. Me, I be your man. I go deliver my services. Now, and go see you are too sweet for my comedy. If you my nigga, cute beats, give me melodies. Please, if I go wrong, take apologies. I make you the boy, just make a food the penalties. Yeah, I don't gas. That be for you, give me this. I'm a Togo Coco Swear, and I'm a Jewody. Well, yeah, the Benny and come to Woody, but the Woody will be a sign. I'm a Jim, it be jealousy. Time changes. What I would make a debate. One time for your mind, make you push it up. I be, you know what I mean, make a give it up. I tell you, so I never give it up. Make a see your candy shop, baby, go, show me love. One time for your mind, make you push it up. I be, you know what I mean, make a give it up. I tell you, so I never give it up. Make a see your candy shop, baby, go, show me love. One.
Baby, that things you that do me, they make I feel. Girl, my heart done there for you, my love not real. I promise on my honor. Yeah.
Them say life is sweeter than, but you for take it easy and make you know the rush and blow your meter on. Just get your hustle on, then be fly you day for land. Use your head and use your hand. Don't you envy brother man? After all we all be one. No hey, don't keep doing what you doing and don't watch nobody. Now who you for listen to me, Baba God.
title I'm a holder. Yeah, wallahi, baby I'm a durune bankoma. I keep moving on, I'm a soldier. I never lose the title I'm a holder. Yeah.
Winners don't quit, cause quitters don't win. God forgive us, save us from sin. Bless us with success and a couple of things, and protect us. We all know the trouble it brings. Words won't break us, words will make us. Words will take us with some fear haters. Yeah, cause we got game like the Lakers. I spit raw naked. I think life is like the video and Whiskey. While from the ghetto, the for a rich kid. By the boat running your game at the stakes. When you dream big like the big says. M.O.B. money over bridges. M.O.B. McDonald's over Burger King, and spend the rest of your life trying to lose digits. Okay. What's this the chill with a drink rosé? Like play with a drink J3. Life is short like May. Weather, bring the storm with me. Weather, cause we got cheese, mo, cheddar, R2B. So beer and get that, Dano. Beer and get that.
Wallahi, baby I'm a durune bankoma. I keep moving on, I'm a soldier. I never lose the title, I'm a holder. Yeah, wallahi, baby I'm a durune bankoma. I keep moving on, I'm a soldier. I never lose the title, I'm a holder. Yeah, me I dey do my thing. Me I know they do like them. Them in the rush where I be cool like wind. Them in the pool where I be hot like gin. I go cross the line, I go win. I go bend bad mind from within. Tell them say we just the begin. R2B's with a new religion. Whoa, yeah. So keep doing what you doing and don't watch nobody. Now who you for listen to? Baba God, mankind go give you story, but in the end they go leave you lonely. So make your own story, yeah. Wallahi, baby I'm a durune bankoma. I keep moving on, I'm a soldier.
Yeah. It's rough for the money back on my way. Go.
Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition.
What else?
God, Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition. Obi Antone Coalition. God.
Remember when they pay and Bua Bonfia? I hope a promo Yanabo Huntia. Or you were town for Jano Manivia.
And now, me won't come back. Oh, the other side, Lion team, Coach Lion Kissing, and a big great team. And I heard the other side, and also a coach Asian, former Legon City's coach, Coach Asian, one of the and Yan Lai, nothing under 17, no, one, and what they are done again, and what other year film. My auntie uncle walk up with him. Oh, tactically, two coaches. Then officer, woman, bound. Well, I think, sir. Both coaches now experience. Experience in years, but you know, a legend is a legend. What you say, like, even the boy African football, experience will also help. But both coaches in India, massive long way out there. Coach Asian, a very nice coach at any time, and the tactics on the field of play massive. Will be our contact defense, defense is very solid. I saw the master planner. And you know, Pepe, this game, both coaches in India experience. I see, there's also a legend who is lying. When a football, on the day, no, I believe that some of them, they are the tactics that who carry the day. Fine, individual, players the ball must go see at the end, at least for the fans to also cheer them up. But I believe that on the field of play, tactics work. And you know, what coach still now, we feel someone out here. But I believe that they are the tactics. Information over here, hands down, you know. I believe that we are on for a show, but don't forget that. Now, you see, having like a Christian, okay, who are playing for the Blasters, with this experience, Mekan said, Lilian Mukuma, and this players here how to at least get them on board and instruct them, sometimes we expect where they Coach Essien is the same thing. The amount of pennies we need, they are only both of them about 20 about
Me just like Michael Jackson.
But
Me kill a
I
lion
believe
like
that
Samson.
tactics will work
Speed
for
them up
this
like
game.
Ben Johnson.
And after
Me rule them
experience,
like Jerry John
but those
Rawlings.
who will have to get the
Pick up
ball
in
and
the
display.
nonsense.
For the
Me love
first
pretty
one,
girl
chain
like
up,
Ebony
no
Nelson.
problem.
Chop it
Sana
like Sammy
Magic,
Forcing. Like a
Shima
Simon
Root,
Nelson.
Magic,
Me like
Wires was the
boxing.
same thing.
With the
No
wind is
problem.
we never
Fellas,
passing.
Afghanistan,
When
no
we are
problem.
race,
I
nobody
believe
grasp me.
that tactics
Big up all of me
is what
bosses.
win the
That's
game.
why everybody
Whoever
like
wins
my
the game
thing.
today.
Like my thing.
Daniel Ejay, in terms of goalkeeping,
Like my thing.
coming up against Ibrahim Denlad, formerly of Kumasi Asante Koroko, yes, and Daniel Ejay, under 20 World Cup winner. These two goalkeepers likely. Solomon Agbesi, Daniel Ejay side. Say be a start outer. These two goalkeepers, they are more and so the Omniba. Kaka from home side.
Wow.
Mekai, Kata Bobo, World Cup, you're in Brazil. Who there? Ajay, the man, he was the one that won us the World Cup for the strength of our experience. So I was very happy to see him today say Wabba. Because maintaining Canada, but gracing the occasion is an icing on the cake. It's Benya, and Jay and Sas here. See who not check. Now, then Rasta Stone, form no one. I still that Jay that we knew when we went to the World Cup or Egypt to know. I'm running and they're running more than
no
fans no one say, oh, maybe Ghana there, we are boxing.
We don't win this time, we never passing. When we are race, nobody grasp me.
I want to go for Daniel Ejay.
That's why everybody like my thing.
Because
like my
one,
thing.
experience is the essence. And who not
like
and you know, Pepe, if I see him in post there, many better because I think once he's going to say, who not check, or say him now, and I am going in for Daniel Ejay to be.
Like my thing.
On the moment on them, not Tahan Ibrahim, so on them because I got she I can walk up Baba. I prefer say on them to me and go a bench now the bench. But I want to see Danlad, Ibrahim and Ajay in post. Unsa Ajay no Obano. I actually want to see with a surprise. Okay, who not check? They also still now. You acquire or Egypt, you know, for 20 World Cup, still magic, you know, do all. And I am rooting for Danlad and then Daniel Ejay.
And then now, Menano, you game no come on here, ambience before the game. And a woman warm me up. And the and our main game no, I bet me out of form. Abelejan 3. I see you. Thank you for coming. Nyame ensia baby a ofri bia wa be pie mo se ne. O ba be boa ama dwumade na agina ne naso no. Nyame enka ho. Ensia ana yesere ade mo bibia la wa be pie mo. Ka fe nso na wa ba de ya mo akwa aba. Ya ma always Bonan Fe, sometimes who are Mohe, Obake, Yani, Maraba, at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, All Stars Festival, the biggest festival or football festival in the country. I know, and I have a from Nintendo. Two teams, echo back to the dressing room. Womo, echo, now, Womakoya Humbua, now fake game, at me out of form. Or the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. You know, you're more penning for us. So, say you will be saying, Yanso, yet not catch it. Now, and Roma, and so I did not, you know, and now see that, but when they're transit, come on, was a nano, you will not get goes up, goes. Nana, the beer, you will be.
My member, Dr. The CEO for the BSC Group, Madam J, the HR herself, on the way, and the head of media, my brother Vincent, on the way, now earlier on, Bola Ray, Bola was here. One day, John Dumelo, also by now, then pass to Grace, location of call in Polano, who played that walk, Yenya at Timothy Kiffy Club, chairman. Still in the building, Francisco Taylor, Sana Ukoma, Simon Anand, formerly of Choice One, one also Ebaye, Etino Pegu Benet Ebaye, and more I expected to also come. Etino, Yando Munase, na Yambo Biawu said, and any general bad thing. Boa will be that, and they are superstars. And then they are going to display Victor Wood, Wabo Juma, who Victor Wood, he works for the presidency. Onwa Sansuye, the CEO for Let's Love Lead Ghana. Let's Love Lead Ghana. The agency, and I said the NGO, Wabo Juma, and I know, it's in a very time. Okwaha, no Baha, no far, a bit of Okoyo, Okwa, no far, Okwa, 9 gentlemen who offer far. Juma, one on, you know, everything is set, Pepe, for the big game. Now, over technicians now, on the TV, where Chiha, and Pat, or Major Manasu Saab, or Juma, I know they, the cameraman, Daddy Maya Juma, Omudia team so live, you know they, the pass over to me, back on YouTube and our Facebook. Back no ye BAC, not for cake at home. The best to me match in life, over the in two box, back BAC, our YouTube, Facebook, not for cake at home. You stream the matches live over the we are on for a very exciting game by our standards. This is officially Africa's biggest oxygen gathering. ABC that they are running through events to business and sports. Happen Abidjan. You know, we are on for a showdown.
Fantastic. And then now telling Kano. Kemenu, I see you. Kemenu, formerly of Legon Cities. Woman Mefida Bakupe Kasiapa. Skills to Antonado Junior. And I will come and Clara. Woman in our stance in the Mukama. And the woman papa. And the Toyan Trasi and what I say. Bibia added them. And Chana Kevno Eba Abba Betofo. Now, if you want to wait to me, now I hear now, poor Amajimedino. And so, at me, I can continue. So, me, our phone, so Katan said, Baby, I to the professionals, you know, as you form Amane and Chana Kevno Eba Betoja. Or the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Said another Okano. Who call the back group YouTube. Who bet me Enyabi. Now after web view game ni kama. Now Abua. Big Daoud and then pending for Yamo Mabaso. Security issues in India on point solid. And our Big Daoud. Who call Let Love Leader. Or no. On this Same Animado and after Keche Alugut Tugui. Womo and the crowd. Let Love Lead. And there's a command no.
You can't cry. You carry woman go club. You spend all your money. You get up, say she no do. You can't cry. You carry woman go club. You spend all your money. You get up, say she no do. You can't cry. You carry woman go club. You spend all your money. You get up, say she no do. You can't cry. I'ma see auntie. See auntie, see auntie, almost see auntie we mumu, auntie we mumu, auntie we no eyes, auntie no get sight, I'ma dobio, I'ma dobio, my do popo, I said do popo. You carry small boy go club, you spend all your money. The boy talk say he no do, you can't dey cry. You carry small boy go club, you spend all your money.
Well, hello everyone, especially you listening to us across the world and across Africa. Welcome to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium for the 2026 edition of the All-Star Festival. Accra, the heartbeat of African football, hosts this year's off-season greatest gathering of the big stars across Europe and across the world. Once again, Accra proving to be the citadel for this evening. You've heard the names. You follow the goals, many stories to be told, but we'll get to see at the end of 90 minutes. And the Southern Stars together with the Northern Stars currently walking onto the pitch. With the Southern Stars clouded in the dominant white jersey with a touch of black. And the Northern Stars, of course, the left-hand side coming to the left channel. And you can see the likes of Fatau Isaku all among them as they take onto the pitch. Also the center referee equally among this particular game, and you get to see most of them, especially for the quality of the players who will be joining this particular tree. So currently we're yet to see what exactly is going to be from the center referees of this game. So the national teams have been played and it's over, and it'll be time for the big moment here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So exciting stuff for these two sides, especially watch that of the Northern Stars. You've got the likes of Fatau Isaku, very, very big in the just ended 2026 World Cup. Normally came in from the bench, but of course his quality definitely was felt anytime coach Carlos Queiroz thrown him inside. And the Leicester City man this evening will not be with his other Leicester City player. There's Jordan Ayew, who has always been a mainstay of this competition, but has taken a break this year. And interestingly, they'll be led by Samuel Safo. What a player he's been. He's been all around, especially the All-Star team. Was present back in 2020 when it all started. Headed for the Sunyani. He was equally present. And tonight he get the opportunity to lead this team in the absence of Jordan Ayew. As for the Southern Stars, of course, the sighting of Solomon Agbasi was one of the key goalkeepers, as this year's World Cup was not part of the final 26-man squad, but he was added to them, at least just to have a bit of experience. And it's believed that he will certainly have seen so much of the World Cup, especially with the way Ghana played in that particular game. So here is the All-Stars team for you. Benjamin Asari, the likes of Samuel Safo, Kevin Osesibe, David Odro, who now plays for Barcelona B. It's all here. Interesting team. Majid Waris, Mohamed Dauda, Afeni Jan, all here, who plays for Meadowsport in Turkey. Oh, certainly that's the likes of Solomon Agbesi on your screens at the moment. Dauda Mohamed, Jonathan Sowa, of course, has been making big names and making waves in Tanzania with Simba FC. So it just tells you that we've got 90 exciting minutes away from now. Just telling you the stories of these big players who will be kicking into this game. So there it is, the man in the 8 jersey, have been one of the quality players for this national team. And I've had the opportunity to play for some of the most coveted sides across the world. The central referee for today's game will be Kasim. Will be helped by Derry as they take charge of this game, as the team currently posts for the camera at the moment. So here's the Northern Stars for you, the likes of Kevin Osesibe all in the fray. And that is the Southern Stars team. And of course, Solomon Agbesi in there. And they've got other quality players there, the likes of Kennedy, who is a very top-notch player. Who will all be joining this particular. Kingsford Boachi, who plays for Everton B in England, is also part of this team. Kotoko legend, former Kotoko legend, Danlad Ibrahim, who currently plays for Ethiopian side. That's Kofi. He's in here as well, having enjoyed some great season with that particular club outside the shores of Ghana. This will be a group photo taken together with the CEO of the back group, Dr. Ernest Kranti, together with his lieutenant, Madam Jemima, who are currently in the fray, just waiting to take on these pictures. Well, that's a big signal that we are away from the big kickoff. The coach for the Southern Stars team, of course, the experienced Lai Kinsey, currently is in charge of Uganda's youth side. I've gathered them into the under 20 World Cup after beating Ghana. That's quite a very painful one, but excitingly, he's had an opportunity. He's back home to relax himself, and he's here to enjoy himself at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Etienne Ponto, also in there, will be the coach for the Northern Stars this evening. That's Fatal Isakurinho, free at the moment. What a player it's been. Very, very agile anytime he's stressing for it. And he's got so much quality. As the Hasselhoek man, Kevin Osesibe, rock solid for Hasselhoek at the back in the Ghana Premier League. And that's also the deputy skipper for them. And as always have been able to make the headlines anytime Kotoko faces Hasselhoek for his rock solid defensive mannerism at the back. He gets to hug his teammates, that is Solomon Agbesi. A bit of exchanges there, a bit of warm hugs from these players. And we'll get to see the final game here between these two sides. So it's Samo Safo that is clouded in the black and a touch of white. He's the skipper for the Northern Stars. And of course, remember him, the goalkeeper, Daniel Ajay, under 20 World Cup winner back in 2009 when Ghana lifted it together with the likes of Andre Ayew. That was the man in between the two sticks, saved the penalty of Brazil's Teixeira back then, giving Africa's its first under 20 World Cup trophy. So much memory anytime it flashes up on the screen. So the referees just ensuring that we look so set to go. And any moment from now, we might just be ready to go in this particular game. So that's David Odro of Barcelona B. What a player has been, played for Accra Lions and headed straight to Spain. He's currently enjoying a very, very exciting playing career with the La Liga Giants. Has been a real revelation. And he's also there with one of Ghana's finest, Aziz Issa. So there's the Southern Setters bench led by, you can see so many faces there. Like Kinsey, Fatal, Dowda, Black Stars goalkeeper trainer. And they're all back here to really enjoy themselves a bit in terms of what these two teams provide you. Well, in case you want to enjoy the game, it's live on the back group on YouTube. And here's the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And here's the South is the Northern team's bench, and that's the coach. So referee Kasim gets in, ready to put this game underway here. Takes a look at his watch. And this is the man to do the business for the Southern Stars. There we go for the first 45 minutes. That's a big exchange between these two teams. And the game is already underway with Northern Stars playing from right to left in your shot. on your screens, as you can see. But the Southern Stars are playing from left to right in their predominant white jersey. And as the first throw-in, it'll be for the Southern Stars. And yes, they will have to come forward with the first hit from outside of the 18-yard, but straight into the waiting number goalkeeper, Danlad Ibrahim. Let's not go any troubles at all in dealing with that particular one. As they'll have to build up from the back. Samuel Safo now has it. Brings it in field, picks the man in the 13 jersey. Bilan Mensah. Oh, plays for Al Nassr in the Saudi Pro League. Back to Samuel Safo once again. And it's been one of the quality players. Samuel Safo, what a player he's been. Has gone through the ranks of the Ghana Police system. And he's been having a dream in terms of playing for the Northern Stars. There was Majid Waris a while ago, and there's a bit of foul there with a big man in a 6 jersey going to the ground. And that's a quick infringement there for the Southern Stars here. And it's James Akamenku, as they'll have to come forward through the man in the 8 jersey. It's onto the right hand side now. That's Manuel Ajiman, twisting and turning, trying to draw a bit of markers on himself, likes of David Odro, sends it back into midfield. And there's the Southern Stars who are taking time to just caress the ball around with the likes of Barbara Idrisu. Plays for Almeria, currently on it. Brings it all the way back. And finds Augustine Okra. And they'll have to enjoy themselves a bit at the moment, isn't it? Joseph Edu as well. All parts of this Southern Stars team. We've just done 2 minutes into this game already. And it's promising to be an exciting one. Daniel J with a long kick picks the chest of Manuel Ajiman. Back to the man in the 10 jersey. And there's Prosper Kasim. And the Southern Stars will have to use that, and the flag is already up. They were looking for the man in the 3 jersey, but they will not pick it. Just Jonathan Soa. And again, you've got to see the action from Laia Kinsey, just edging his man to be compact a bit. There's a long whip. And it's back into the center cycle now. All the way back. And there's Joseph Edu. Ball stays in the center circle, crosses it. There's a bit of lot of work happening at the moment. That's Prosper Kasim onto his left-hand side. Picks Manuel Ajiman, one-on-one with David Odro. Cuts back, brings it to the man in the 8 jersey. Kani hacks onto the ball, but fails to do that. And the ball just rolls beyond the bar line. It's going to be another exciting play. It's a long hit up front. Looking for Fatah Isaku. But his rider picks Afenejan. Hopeless for Ahmed Ospo. And here it comes, Afenejan. Blows to space ahead of him. Kani drafts it back, but it's a bit of pushing from behind. And it just rolled beyond the bar line. They're once again looking to be a bit creative down the far right flank. And you've got to really keep your eyes on the likes of Fatah Isaku together with Afenejan. They've got quality eyes, isn't it, on the far side. And they're players that you've got to really trust in terms of the movement and all of that. Here they'll have to come forward again. The Southern Stars. Akers a pace ahead of him. Sokra whips it, changes face of play to the far left hand side. And guess who has been searched for there? It's the man in the 7 jersey, Jonah Atukwe. And the ball carrying rolls off for a train advantage. And again, to need the service of Danlad Ibrahim to go out of his 2 sticks to prevent that one. Quickly take it. And it's forced back to Kingsford Boachi, who plays for Everton B. Just trying to see what he can do. Looking for a lot of big clubs clubbing around after the end of last season. That's been one of the quality additions of this All-Stars team. Sergeant has it, is scaled onto the far left-hand side, Prosper Kasim. And they'll have to come for it. Finds Boachi. Boachi looking for a bit of space. He's got it. The man in the 15 jersey, Masobaku close to him, decides to bring it back. And currently that's a poor play, isn't it? So many of them watching from the bench. Likes of Benjamin Tete sitting on the bench. He plays for Maribor. As if then just 5 minutes into this game, with nothing to separate these two sides so far. James Akabenku. And Norris Stars living dangerously at the moment. Kingsley Boache is well collected, brings it back. And it is certainly a big work from the big man at the back for them. Doing so well. And that is a cross section of the fans here, really enjoying themselves at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Very colorful indeed. The aesthetics absolutely top notch, but there's a bit of trouble looming again, and it needs Danlad Ibrahim to go to the ground to pick it up. So far so good from these two sides. What an exchange. David Odro left it for his colleague, and that's Mahmoud Oshie. Left for Fatai Saku. Trying to drift infield a bit. They scored a lot of acres of space. That's a quick one pick there from Emmanuel Achiman. Oh, just flashed it wide across the face. That's a lovely play, isn't it? Quality stuff once again from the man in the 12 years. Manuel Achiman plays for Mino Bayer. And that club certainly is in Romania. Well, Samuel Safo has it. Brings it all the way back to Danlad Ibrahim. Well, so far so good for the Southern Stars. They've really taken the game to the opponent. As Danlad Ibrahim launches out a deep one onto the far right-hand side in search of the likes of Fatai Saku. But the power behind the ball just too much to be kept on the turf. Lai Wacheson, one of the quality players to have been produced by the Black Stars. Known for his quality in terms of those free kicks. There's Jonas Atukwe. There's a bit of 10 here. And he picks Ajiman. Goes for the grinder. Oh, certainly looking for the chap in the 3 jersey, Jonathan Sowa of Simba. Made a name for himself at Mediama FC. And this be one of the top Ghanaian exports from the Ghana Premier League. And a quality plays in it, all the way back to Daniel Ajay. And just taking his time to scan the area and see if there's a lot of trouble with it. But there's no trouble at all. Decides to bring it infield a bit. And it's picked once again by the Southern Stars team. It's killed in. That's Prosper Kasim. It's onto the far left hand side now. Lots of man marking at the moment. Lots of movement from both teams. That's a bit of leg over there. It's flipped to the left hand side once again. As the man in the top just said I was being searched for. But do not pick him. Manuel Ajiman. And again, it's a quality way from Jonathan Sowa. So far so good for them. 8 minutes down in this game. 6th edition of this year's All-Star Festival. Africa's biggest off-season festivity. As it's brought all the way back. So far so good. Kashim. And he releases the ball into the channel. He sets up the man in the 8JC. And a striker to pick him up a bit. And you can see some beautiful faces there on your screens as well. Just here to enjoy themselves, isn't it? And Safo issue a bit of instruction to his colleagues. Because there's a free kick looming here. And they'll need to really deal with that one. In terms of the way they're playing. And it's Danlad Ibrahim arranging his wall. And it's David Odro who stands in front of him. And it's like it's going to be a long kick. And it's Marcel Bako plays for FC Ukraine. That's another ground that's sent across. But it's a very feeble effort. Goes wide off the mark. And fails to hit the intended target. Yes, Samuel Safo. Brings it down a bit. Looks for David Odro. Let's go there. The quality down the left-hand side, isn't it? And scaled infield. There's going to be another huge run there from Prince Owusu Mediama. That's a big run. Looks for Fatai Isaku. Picks him. But again, just a shade. Arriving a shade late today. The Leicester City man arrives a shade late. And the fans definitely love what they're seeing. The likes of Clara all in the stands. Senior Man Leila. Oh, just enjoying this exciting exchange between these two sides. And then they'll have to start it all over again from the back. It breaks down. It's going to be a throw-in advantage. David Odro takes it quickly, brings it back. And brings it back to Jamal Rago. Here's Safo on it. Looking for a bit of space, but steps on the ball, decides to just flick it over. Find Fatai Isaku, 1-on-1. Betis Makature. Fatai's got the paces in it. Afeni John ahead of him. Then it's got Majid Warris in the middle. Brings it down the left-hand side. David Odro. And a killer into the channel, but there's nobody in the black jersey to receive that final touch. And Southern Stars to break loose here, but they failed to keep their eyes on the ball. Lost out on possession. Yes, Afeni John. Afeni John is back into the middle. Safo lifts it for Odro. And so far, so good for them. Majid Warris. Kelsey, that's a lovely ball onto the top of the Southern Star defense. A bit back to it. And it's just brought back to Daniel Ajay. Defensive masterclass so far this evening. Nice temperature for the beautiful game. And it's Jamal Rago. Oh, plays 4-1. Unless it's for David Odro. And it's going to be an immense battle down this left-hand side in terms of the quality of the two players. And his ball is fairly trashed out for a train advantage. And it's going to stay with Asian Pontos man. Will take it quickly. Back to Arago, headed in, but fails to find its intended area. Ajman goes to the ground, wins a sympathy to the referee. And that's a brilliant call, isn't it? So far, so good from these two sides. It's the 5th edition of the All-Star Festival, brought to you by the Back Group. And it's a long whip up from there in search of the man that is leading the line, but will not pick him up. Picks the man in the 13 jersey, Mahmoud Oshia. Has brought back to Samuel Safo, headed through the channel. Majid Warris once again looking for the run, tricky run off David Odro, but fails to read it well. And the ball has been picked up by Daniel Ajay. What a player. And it looks very, very young, Daniel Ajay. In terms of you calculate the age, the last time he won at 20 World Cup for Ghana. Certainly it's been years now. It's been almost 14 to 15 years. If I'm supposed to put it right, yes. Afeni John. And it's been forced out for a train advantage. And certainly it's Joseph Edu once again coming across it. Plays for Celta Vigo. Let's quickly take it. The referee blows his whistle. As I've seen a bit of infringement. So the Santa referee Kasim, so far so good for him. There's David Odro running out of possession. Let's to see what he can do with this particular one. But the Southern Stars once again will have to build up from the back, isn't it? Just taking their time to bit the ball around and enjoy themselves in terms of the possession they are enjoying. James Akamenku brings it back to Daniel Ajay. No stepping on it, there's a bit of danger, flirting with danger a bit. And his final box. It's brought to the man in the 8th jersey. It's whipped up front. Once again, guess who receive it? Osei lovely piece of defensive work. Finds Fatai Isaku. Oh, that's a brilliant Majid Warris. Oh, that's a big save from the big man, Daniel Ajay. Once again, showing his quality. That is a lovely play there. And it's Osei the Hasselhoek man reading it very well. Slicing through the pocket of space there. But he failed to just bury it home. And the Southern Stars once again surviving in this game. So far, so good for them. Maso Baku drops it into the middle. And picks Joseph Edu. It's on to the man in the 10 JSA. Looks to be Prosper Kasim. Mano Ajiman down there, right hand side. Can it go through? And the final delivery, absolutely bizarre there. Just left in the wide of the mark. And that is their bench, the Northern starting bench. And they're just watching on. As Danlad Ibrahim decides to go for a short one. That's a very poor play there, but it's hammered away by Samuel Safo. And here they get opportunity to bring it forward once again. Jamal Arago. Let's take the venom out of the ball. Finds a skipper, Samuel Safo. It's another long whip onto the far right hand side in search of Fatai Saku, but will not pick it. Fatai Saku, part of that under 20 AFCON winning squad back in 2021 Mauritius. When they lifted it, went all the way to Leicester City, where he currently plays his club football. Enjoyed a bit of acid on the Ghana Premier League scene with Dreams FC before traveling abroad. Yes, David Odro, once again having served. And that's a bit of tracking, a bit of checking there from Manuel Ajiman. Has to keep the ball at the back instead. Here's Arago, finds Safo. Whips it into midfield a bit. It's a very, very tight space. And once again, the men in white will recover possession. Jonas Atukwe, once again, stealing the ball off the feet of Majid Waris. Just taking your time to see if they can detect any pocket of space, but so far it's proved a bit difficult for them to do. And Solomon Agbesi on the bench. Fatal Dauda equally having a bit of chit-chats there. Here's the man in the 8 JSL. Send it long. One back to his colleagues. And it's been a proper struggle for these two teams so far in this game. You're struggling to keep hold of the ball for even a second. As Masobako brings it all the way back. Here's going to be another long run here from this particular flank. Left for Jiman. A bit of tracking. Decides to send it all the way back. We've done 80 minutes so far in this game. And it's a whip up front taken by Arago. And the Northern Stars once again winning possession. Mahmoud. It's back to Danlad Ibrahim. Not in a haste to sending a long one up front, but rather assessing. Looks for Fatai Sake, but again, first to keep the ball on the turf. It's a bit bumpy at the moment. Just struggling to find his way around it. The Black Stars man. One of the players who impressed so much in Mexico, Canada, and the United States, with many Ghanaians feeling that he should be getting a starting berth against Croatia. But unfortunately, the coach has got other ideas. Here's Jamal for Northern Stars. Mahmoud back to Arago. Currently exchanging passes together, just enjoying themselves. Keeping possession for quite a long time now in this game. Well, that's for Daniela J. Brings it up front. And finds the man in the foreshed for them. And certainly that's Maswell Ansa, who plays for one of the big clubs, Hong Kong Rangers Football Club. And he's really enjoying himself in today's outing. Jamal back in field, looks for the man in the 19 jersey, picks him. That's Prince also of Mediama. And it's just kept on a linear line. And it's back to Arago here, who's currently out of options. Brings it back for Safo to pick. Back to Fatai Saka. That's a lovely piece of skill. Managed to keep it on 1-on-1 with Masobako Betty. He's got a lot of options out of him. Big space. Look for Majid Warris, but again, it's Daniel J. ever present to pick that one up. Gobbles the ball without any struggles at all. Well, 20 minutes down. We've got 25 minutes left in this first half department of the game. And so far, nothing to separate these two sides. And Mahmoud Oshua, once again, David Odro has been looked for here. But the supply has been cut out. And the Southern Stars really defending so well in the last 20 minutes. Here again, set to the man in the 17th shot, picks it up. And so far, so good. Really, and taking your time to just enjoy himself. Prosper Kasim. So the confirmation of a scoreline for you. Nothing to separate those two teams after over 20 minutes of exchange. But here's the Southern Stars. This ball is belted over by ricochets of somebody. And certainly heading for a corner kick. And lots of people here to enjoy this game under the lights at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And it's the Northern teams that have conceded a corner kick. One of the famous fans here probably must have seen himself on the huge screen. And that's going to be a corner kick to be taken. Yeah, they can see them pushing so many bodies up front there. It's taken. And he fails to direct it. Kennedy. That's Kinsley Boachi. Let's see the prospect, Kasim. Kasim lets it up the shot. Goes for the killer there, but it's just drifting wide off the mark. Absolutely clever idea, but the game fails to pick the direction. 22 minutes then, and so far it's been a very exciting spectacle, and it's been a very agile play from the two sides. To believe the confidence from these two teams absolutely kept it on the turf. David Odro, so much touches at the end, and just giving away that possession. Afenejan draws it back, finds Maswell and Sam, and that's a bit of chase coming in from the far left-hand side, but they'll fill. Kevin Osesibe gives up possession. Maswell back, roasted up front. Looks for Jonathan Sowa, can he pick him? And breaks him. Manuel Ajiman, who's drifted onto the far left-hand side now, breaks it across it. And that's a bit of dangerous play. And it's back onto David Odro. With 23 minutes done so far in this game. Nothing to separate these two teams. What a play we've seen so far from these two teams. There's Jamal Arago. Switch play to Kevin Osesibe. That'll be a huge transfer debate ahead of the next season for Hasselhoff, whether he gets to stay with the Phobians. But that'll be a big question. We're only left to see what really happens. There's James Akamenko. It's onto the far left-hand side now. And he lifts it for the man in the 19 jersey to bring it up front. Looks to be... Jonas Atukwe flips it over, looking for the man in the 3 jersey, Jonathan Sowa, but again, it's well read. And they survived that scare there. The Northern Stars team surviving the scare. Just sitting on the tenterhooks in this game. They've not been very flashy up front, but they're doing the basic things, defending so well when it matters most. Just Jamal Arago, poor player looking to connect to Fatai Sako, couldn't connect to him, but stays with the man in the white shirt. So having his possession on occasion. That's Mahmoud Arago. That's a dangerous play, isn't it? Has been flashed up finally. Fatal. His trademark hits there. Can he find a net? Oh, absolutely not. Nearly just catching Daniel J. On the brink there. That's not the best of play. That's been done 25 minutes so far in this game. And here's the man in charge of the Northern Stars team, Etienne Poncho. 25 minutes, and you can already see both teams really sweating. There's been a lot of running in this particular exchange. Well, absolutely one of the best players out there in Europe. It's brought back. Jonas Tukwe out to his left-hand side. Picks the man in the 18 shed. Josevedu. Oh, that's a defensive splitting pass here. Can they make it one? Here they come. Southern Stars. That's a big hand from Donald Ibrahim once again stopping it. That's got us very powerful hands. Unless to prevent that one from finding the back of the net. It's cleared. And it's brought back into the penalty box of the Northern Stars team. One of the legends of the game here, equally to enjoy this epic moment. And it's Kegley taking off the face of Afenejan. Loy in his favorite color. That's the black, of course. You do see him stand on the touchline, mostly in his favorite. Has become very synonymous to him anytime you see him on the technical area. As David O'Drill. Oh, leave it for Afenejan, who's drifted all the way back. Fatal has now gone. Oh, brought himself back into midfield. Another long whip. And has been taken off the field. "27 minutes done." And now Samuel Safo. So yes, Samuel Safo once again. Related from the back. But that's a poor player. Was trying to pick his colleague there, but will not pick him. That's a bit of a very, very careless challenge there. And you can see the dignitaries watching this game eagerly there with key focus, enjoying themselves as we've done 27 minutes in this exchange. That's Kingsford Boache of Everton. Trying to just run across the defensive line of the Northern Stars team, but it's well read Fatal. Fatal managed to keep the ball. He's got David O'Drill ahead of him. Has he got a space? Yes, he's got the legs. Gets to the ball, looking for Afenejan to arrive inside that space there. That's a poor delivery inside, but they have it. Could this be the first one? Majid Waris. Bit of leg of it, and they've given out possession. Not the best of idea. Clever move there, but at the end, it's a bit wasteful. Big run. Kingsford Boache of Everton. Brings it back. Oh, it's left it wide off the mark. And that's Jonas Atukwe. That's a lovely back flick. But again, the power on the ball just too much to be kept below the crossbar. And just lifting it wide off the mark. One of the biggest chances of the game so far. 29 minutes. And Afenejan drops deep to hack onto the ball and see if he can create something inspiring, but it's been stopped. That's Maso Baku who picks it up. Yes, James Akamuko brings it all the way back. And you're now taking your time, not in a haste to build from the back. Prosper Kasim, it's a proper whip there, looking for the far left-hand side. But that's a lovely way to pick the ball off his chest. That's Kevin Osasibe, Fatal, the star boy. Here he's coming again. He's got Majid Waris ahead of him. Lifts the ball for him. Finds Afenejan. This could be a long whip inside the channel. Over elaboration there. Finally, It's Southern Stars team that managed to pick the broken pieces. Quality player there, but again, it looks like the field is not just happening with the way they're trying to just put the passes together. Struggling to pick the balls at the moment. And the ball is brought up front once again. Yes, Northern Stars, so in case you've just joined us, it's 30 minutes done. It is the Southern Stars that is taking on Northern Stars game, where the Northern Stars playing from right to left in the black dominant jersey, and the Southern Stars are playing from left to right to with the predominant white. Is aesthetics quite shocking throughout all over the stands there for you, as we've done 30 minutes here, first half department of the game. So here they go again. Let's cross in the halfway line as they try to bring the ball forward. And guess who is currently on the ball? That's Jonah Tukwe. Lovely run, lifts the ball for Boachi. And it's giving up possession. Fatal checks it back. That's a lovely defensive splitting pass by the power behind. It's just so much. He runs straight to goalkeeper Daniel Legend, but here's the legend. Tony Bafo saved once upon with calf. A man well respected on the African continent, as David Odro has got a pace here. Besting out down the left flank. Has brought it back for Majid Waris. This has to go for the Kerala. And once again, so much power behind it. You know, so he could have done better. Has been one of the big names. I'll be telling you a bit about all these big players for both sides. Oh, really, really enjoying himself. The likes of Majid Waris, veteran player. I've had stints with the likes of Spartak Moscow, the likes of Porto and then Strasbourg. And there they will have to begin all the way from the back again. 32 minutes. And it's just some 30 minutes left in the game. And the ball goes all the way out to the far left hand side. The supply have been captured. It's forced to the leg of Prince Owusu. Stays in the midfield. Fatai Isaku managed to hang on to the ball. Finds Arago. Well, Juma Arago plays for Tawan, former Kotoko captain. And he switch play to Samuel Safo. Here's David Odro. This could be a big chance there. Oh, absolutely failed to scan his back and just dropped the ball behind. And that's a tricky way to play that particular one. That's a big opportunity. That's a lovely way to deal with it. Kevin Osesiwe will have to go into those flying tackles. Just picks the ball off the head of the big man, Manuel Ajiman, and the referee, Kasim. Flash a bit of flashes across it. .34 and it's a big moment once again. Free kick for the Southern Stars. Will deliver it across there, but there's nobody there to pick it. Just rising beyond the crossbar. And that's Asian, the coach for the side, having a bit of chit chat with his assistant manager. As Dalan brings it onto the left hand side. 35 minutes, 10 minutes left in this game so far, and it's Boache who will bring the ball forward. The referee whistling for that infringement. It means the advantage is going to stay with the Southern Stars, who are really enjoying themselves pretty well in the first half of the game. And another trouble looming for Danlad Ibrahim and his charges here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. 5th edition of the All-Stars Festival game, the big game. After a series of workshop, they get to really wind down with this big moment. We've seen some games earlier on played out with Presec losing to Accra Academy in the first curtain raiser. And the celebrities also beating the media team in such a very exciting sensation. As Boache brings it back. Jonathan Tuke calling for it, but it's the man in the 17 jersey, Ajuman, who will have it. Here's James Sakamenko for Southern Star, Kasim. And he brings it back to Jonas Atukwe. Ajuman. Looks to be controlling everything at the back. It's been a real solid. James flexed over, big chance, look for Soa. And there we have the first goal in this game. Same best Jonathan Soa who rosts the ball in at the far left hand side. Danlad Ibrahim bit into it there. And Lai Kingston and the bench celebrate. Quality delivery and a quality finishing from the Tanzanian man. Oh, just saw plenty of space as Northern Stars left hand side and just decided to tap it home. 37 minutes and we've got a big game here on our hands. We're Northern Stars trailing in this fixture. Oh, some of the fans equally seeing themselves on the screen and enjoying themselves. We'd like to acknowledge that. So that is 7 minutes. Just a few minutes left in this game. As many as 8 minutes. And that's Jamal. Oh, leave it for Ansar. Oh, finds Jamal once again. Goes all the way back to his keeper. Sam Osafo. Your confirmation of the scoreline for you at the moment. With Southern Stars leading. Oh, go to nil. What a hit from Jonathan Soa. Yes, the Fenejana of Ahmed Sport onto the far right hand side, and there's going to be a huge chase there. And they're looking for the likes of the arrival of Majid Waris. Here's Fatal. Once again, Fatal deciding to break all the way into the box, ends up giving out possession. So far, so good for the both teams. And there's a bit of activity happening on the far right hand side. That's Joseph Amaku. Also, Joseph Amaku, formerly of Asante Kotoko, have been one of the discoveries back in Cape Coast in 2020 when he featured in that DSP game. Also, an emerging talent from that tournament and was signed up straight to the Porcupine Warriors. Didn't really stay in the Ghana Premier League, traveled to Sweden, and still enjoying his club game currently with Sam Estrada in Georgia. A very quality player, but here's answer for the Northern Stars team. Majid Waris. Better say this could be a big chance there. Oh my goodness, there. Oh, it is in. It is in. It's all square at the moment. Lovely delivery into the channel, but that's a very cheeky goal to concede. And that's a proper finish there. And that's the man in the 19 jersey who finished off Prince Owusu of Mediama Sporting Club. Just batting it beyond. one of Ghana's experienced goalkeepers, Daniel Ajay. And it's all square at the moment. 40 minutes. And the scoreline reads 1-1 at pace. We've just got 5 minutes left. Oh, that's to tell you that there's been quality of defensive resilience from both teams, but up front equally. The big men up front have been doing the job. The likes of Afeni John, Fatai Saku have been doing the job, as well as Prince Owusu. But for this Southern Stars team, they've got so much quality up front. The likes of Jonathan Sowa. But here they are again. Here's Boachi of Everton B-side. 1-on-1 with Barcelona B-side. Haman, David Odro. Retract back, finds Kasim. Left inside, will have to drift infield a bit. Lifts it for James Akamenku. Once again, inviting play. Picks the man in the 15th, Maso Baku. It's better inside. Quality head there. Finds Prospect Kasim. Danger. Sowa twisting and turning. Oh my goodness, it's just wide off the mark again. Fails to keep it below. And the intended target flashes the ball wide off the mark. And the fans certainly enjoying what you're seeing at the moment. 41 minutes then. And so far so good from these two teams. Also within 2 minutes of additional time in this particular game. And that's David Odro. I'll be one of the promising players back in the Ghana Premier League 2024-2025 season. That was a real discovery. And so Bako brings it back. Ojiman, but Ojiman will not be picked. He picks the man in the edge instead. As he runs for it. And once again, looking for the run of Jonathan Sowa. Picks him. This one, that Prospect Kasim. Looking for his strike partner, Jonathan Sowa. Big boot up front. Paul not touch it. And there's one by Prince Owusu. Just watching the ball as it rolls out for a train advantage. So the opposite team. Mahmoud. And it's back to Samuel Safo. Here's Jamal Arago. And breaks it for David Odro. Yes, answer. Fatai Saku once again looking for Afenejan. Picks him. Maswa Bakwe is closing in. It's brought back to the man who just got to go for them. Oh, Prince also took my time. And he took on the ball there. Ends up missing out on that huge advantage that was just swinging in their way once again. Relaxed faces here, enjoying the game. Another light here. But it's a corner kick for the Northern Stars team. And then looks like it's going to be a long delivery. There's a short one taken. Leaves for Fatai Saku. And there's Asian in your shot once again. Yes, Kasim for Southern Stars picks the ball up. Will have to run. So that area, let's go for Maswa Baku once again. That's a Kela sent into the channel there, but so many men already present at the back to deal with that menace. Fatal, lovely piece of skill, bit Maswa Baku to it. Afenejan will switch play. And again, we'll not pick Majid Warriors because Daniel Ajay is just running out of his stick to meet that one. Jonas Atukwe. Yes, Boachi. Proving his quality again. Boachi, pretty space. Decides to go for the ball there. And again, Danlan Ibrahim goes onto his far right side to pick it up. And again, like Kingston, that's what he's saying from his men so far. And that's a clever idea. Afenejan brings it back a bit. Fatal. Left for Majid Waris. Just 19 meters out, brings it back, picks Ansan. And a lot of white shirts arriving on the edge of the 18-yard. Yes, Afenigen. Hanging on to it a bit. Played a huge part of Ghana's 2022 World Cup qualifiers when Ghana took on Nigeria out of Bavaria Sports Stadium. Was a arrowhead in that particular game. But I couldn't start at the Moshoda Biola Stadium due to obvious reasons. High decibels in that particular game, so it means that the Amedo Sportsman was dropped to the bench. Well, certainly that entity first 45 minutes. And it else in 1-1 stalemate. What a game we've seen from these two sides. With the Southern Stars finding the back of the net first. That's true. Jonathan Sowa, the man currently on your screens at the moment. Finding that very vital goal for the Southern Stars team. A mixture of Ghana Premier League players and players who play beyond the shores of Ghana. And with the equalizer coming from Prince Owusu of Mediama Sporting Club. And that's Samuel Safo in your shot. That's Masou Baku having a wet with Daniel Ajay as they come off on the head for the dressing room. Masou Baku, a very diminutive figure, but he's got a quality there. Well, certainly it's half time here at the University of Ghana. It's Northern Stars 1, Southern Stars equally 1 here. Don't go anywhere. We've got a second half coming for you on this very channel.
But no make sure say almost be see a kind of fans na then any age. It's an open game. If it's a game na effect and into yam mu na aba so na ya hwe be but make I say obetumi akọ and the BAC Sports and as a back sports so kwa Michelle say Oliver any media team no de videos ni na de akokuo me pa cha o de Michelle wo so betumi stream game ni stream live and so the back sports okwa betumi ahwe wo YouTube and as Facebook. Faster than be and so my Dr. Ernest Quanten, you know, I CEO for and Okoma the BS group. And you know, and Jenny Jarama DJ no man twice now fair the next half of the game. Where you're the All-Star Festival, your official off-season gathering in Africa, Hanubia, Bahana Bosso, Indiana, who said no man from the game, and you know your boy with Legon Prisak and Accra Academy, shame you know. Legon Prisak, come to me, Auntie. The man we need, the man of the game, no number 10 years in a go. Body man, a crack, and I know day. You the celebrities and influencers. I'm a celebrity going to be influencers. You know, you heard him. One of them said, DJ, no, you need to listen up to me and find your man, fans, and find your money. It's all about our stuff. 2026.
Pretty girl, I'm loving your touch. Hey, bad girls, when you know the lingo. I never ever say you bye-bye. Never ever leave you single. Anytime I did by your side, you make me feel so simple. Simple, my baby, simple. You make me simple. You treat me right, smart, make I see your dimple. Simple, my baby, simple. You make me simple. You treat me right, smart, make I see your dimple. dealing with a sunny day and the D.A. Change you with dealing, I'm afraid with sweet girl. Nim get about my name, my jammy pretty girl. Stick off you, you where you they make my heart beat well. Oh, no, when they can't say me teddy bear. No, Pessy, cause I'm on your money girl. On the now,
I know they cruise or they ride. Bedroom bully, know they sleep all night. Girl, then mosquito they bite. But I love the feeling. Like play, like say we they fight. She can't believe I they rise to the height. You the challenge, you the doubt me before. So why then you scream?
Go crazy, Ademado, because she's moving too sexy. Met this girl up in the club where I hook up asking them more. She dey move too sexy with a body where she don't maintain no. African lady, as I dey touch she know they complain no. Make we do some dancing where she throw that thing on me. She dey make her dey go because of that thing no. She dey make her dey go crazy. Yeah, they love that body shape, oh. She dey make her dey go because of that, you know. She dey make her dey go crazy. Yeah, they love that body shape, oh. Now swing for me, my African lady. Bring it on me, 'cause I dey like how you whine it. Now swing for me, my African lady. Bring it on me, 'cause I dey like how you whine it. Ghana baby, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, lady, oh yeah, lady, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah,
The things she dey do, they kill me. Make her they call her sexy. Even when she dey see her body, that girl she be my test. Baby, shake that for me. The way you dey rush, they move me. Come and chop my money, that girl she be my test. Baby, do that for me. She be my test. Come and chop my money. She be my test. Baby, do that for me. She be my test.
Charlie, watch the girls. Charlie, this girl they rush. When I see I'm self that they touch. See the way she the whining waist. Charlie, girl, we all yeah me taste.
Yo, mine, so get the wine. Please see the do some mine or the fine. You self, tell me what the wrong with your mind. I talk great girl, no line.
Why, Charlie, you the jealous?
Hell no.
This girl be too fabulous.
Me? I swear I never be jealous. If you don't say this girl should be dangerous. This one year they call say the village, he be devilish. See how love they catch you. Same old love will go kill you. Make you no talk, say I no tell you. Cause one day go no say this be true.
The things she dey do, they kill me. Make her they call her sexy. Even when she dey see her body, that girl she be my test. Baby, shake that for me. The way you dey rush, they move me. Come and chop my money, that girl she be my test. Baby, do that for me. She be my test. Come and chop my money. She be my test. Baby, do that for me. She be my test. She be my test. She's so fine, but she's not nice. She don't really care, but I think it's alright. In my mind, wanna make her my wife. Me new one for the rest of my life. Even the world they hate you, I still.
Ghana girl say she want marry me, yo. I hope so she sabi kuku wache. Hope your love go sweet past the sheet up. Baby girl, I say your body na killer, oh. Oh, yeah, I get tired of your body, oh. Only on your body. Got to tell for the corner, there's somebody made a call, I'm see the wine, I'm see fire for her body. And if she follow me, go now, enjoyment go kill 'em. Baby girl, you bad, oh. Girl, the way you whine, I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl. Say you are my woman, my superwoman. I demand over you, girl. I demand over you, girl.
for the love. Girl, I want me, she want for the dough. Last half for the love. Girl, I want for the die for the dough. Die for the dough. Girl, I want me, she want for the dough. Girl, I die for the love. Girl, I die for the die for the love. If I sing for you, you gon' love me, oh baby, love me non-stop. I will love you non-stop. Always press you on top, baby, oh. All about you, want me, oh. Play the music non-stop. Tell them dance to my song. Tell them shake it bum bum. Oh, that's a girl for the corner. There's somebody made a call.
Alright, so very soon, the second half of the show, so you're on. It is the All-Star Festival, brought to you by the BSC Group. And you know what I'm saying? It's Africa's greatest, biggest off-season gathering. And yeah, they all the superstars never into one building. UG Sports Stadium is the center for attraction. And it's very soon now, second half and also I shall say. Me patch all 4 phones to see how we call the Back Sports on Facebook and I say I call YouTube. You stream me live, we like a comment here, pictures, no leave more. And the face and told you go on after what to me. I share na bibia so right to me I come and so the next 45 minutes of the game and chat now and so air back underway na bibia so air court so northern zone and face southern zone for this year's All-Star Festival. Now the chance over Ukoma Juma and Doctor and the Scranton team about Dempa we have saying last week Friday no or more Yanyoma Kanyoma Bumsa and Abibia so Koso and you know we are on for show Yaha Nabibia so to me Ayakama and so I are the biggest of all in terms of off-season gathering and all the icons you want to see players now Sabi they are far we bring them closer to you on say for Taos Haku Echo Walker Buhun the game against Croatia Unse Obejinam Siakane Magana ne Oba still no ice no one but still he's here to grace the occasion is the love for the BAC group and you know check now place no partner for Bibia so to me akoso coach Esen for coach like Kingston Timno and Omudi Siakane Bibia koso lights of Daniel Ibrahim Omuna Daniel J Omuna Siakane bi na Bibia so Akwe Kevin Osasibe and I feel Majid Rice Omuna Siakane and so at the amount or more Chaos teams. So it is the All-Star Festival and Elkoma Juma, the match coordinator and one legend, Tony Bafo, and Rachitona, meetings upon meetings, not just a Bibiaso, and so on, you know. And Jana, you're the next 45 minutes of the game itself, you know. So far, the game, 1-1 scoreline, and a sign here, and so I will measure pass and they don't fall for now. Now I call BAC Sports, Back Sports. Now what he gave me be a whole to me, I drop a comment to be a piano. To me, so I drop it and so na be so. I call what na be so to me, I find you know and check now. Pepe Suarez at the second 45 minutes of the game, so at it so at the amount. It is an All-Star Festival 2026. And a boss and a Nigerian war and a Bibia Kwasu Sano Pano and Crano about the kick zone or show be Diagro and I came to Dawson or Monoman for the buyer have a lot of fun and your Rama and I feel quite and Yoma and so Ekoye Sa and so ho. So the players are coming out from the dressing room now. And first to me at Wasona Bibia so to me come and so and you know Mebo Vincent Abaso Omuna Juma Bonum, Madam James, the HR for the BAC group Wabo Jumapa, as well as Doctor himself and the entire team, you know, from production to graphics, whatever. Oh my amazing work, fantastic by our standard. And internal players, no, and they warming up and edging yourself with their manager, Coach Essien. That was legendary by our standard, like Kingston. One also, and they know Waba pitch, and also, and they the head coach for the Uganda under 17 side no or the Oma qualify for World Cup no. Na bibia so to me akoye we are live. Our back sports me patch say and you know who here game na now drop a comment to phone so who church the tour. Na bibia so enter na Pepe Suarez. Wabana afero the next 45 minutes of the game no for the biggest off-season gathering in Africa. And the All-Star Games, you know what to me, the Atuaso Kama, and so the amount who here, Ejuma, and the social media guys, Snapper, Oliver, Old Channel, Posti, na Minya Bema, Vincent, or Kono Pasa, no Coordinati, I know you have to purchase, and you know, Mambo Juma, or no, and so yeah, stadium manager, Mr. Konsa, on diet, since I know already phone, so now you call not to Nioma, Nabibiaso, Echo, at all. As TV guys know, so Omo Bojuma and a legend himself,
back for the second half,
the man that
this game.
Everybody want to at least
get
close to an icon of the land, Tony Bafo, and so
Gabriel Doe
for some days now, no, making sure say BBA to my
looking to put this
that
game
no
away.
The second 45 minutes of the game. It is the All-Star Festival 2026 in Tipepe. Why Kradwa, Ghana 4 months, and we are seeing
the Northern Stars team.
The
exciting first 45 minutes, and they've got the next half under control here. The likes of Afene John on your shots as well, and the likes of Jonathan Soa for the Southern Star team.
All right, you are poised for action after that.
Thank you, DJ.
First half game. All hopes are on the other team to also showcase their prowess and of course.
Right, and your friend talks to me and I shall say, come on.
So I'm looking out for
and said the corner.
It delivered.
Yes, the Northern Stars as Fatal Isaku currently on the ball, drops it down to the right hand side, picks Dean back to Fatal. All after breaking a bit, sends it back and plays Prince Owusu. Yes, the Northern Stars currently caressing the ball around, looking to find a bit of pocket of space inside the Southern Stars out. Fatal, the Leicester City man, decides to lob it over, puts his leg under it there, but again, that's quite a piece of defending. And it's picked by Boachi. And has brought it back. And brings it back to the man in the 18th for them. So far was done so well in this game.
Southern zone. Woman,
now Sabomoro.
Yeah,
once again looking to
good pass.
Change the direction of play onto the left hand side. SOSCB once again reading it very well, coming to cut off that supply. And there's Lai Kingston in your shot again. Masobako picks it up, it's going to be a long throw in.
Coach Edema, the Southern Zone.
Channel, beautiful run here. Kingsley goes to the ground. Referee once again reading it all well.
The man marking is a very key in such games. I liked how he marked. He covered him cleanly, and what a way to cover him well so that he couldn't end up in any area.
And one of the police guys are one to me at the football.
Also, it's been a rather very slow build after the second half from these two teams.
Some Safo and I pick a ball.
They're just struggling to pick the possessions at the moment.
Some Safo. Shapas and I say Prince Osu. Prince to Fatawa Shaku. And Mahmoud Oshi. Went to me and Yanaso. Born Ababini Joseph Edu. And Sota Vigo. And Osinakai. Pian Adama Akamenko. And Akamenko Ekrabonimu. Lay passing at the corner for us. Yeah, Kasena. Born in Kuta. The Southern Zone.
So that's
Woman and Econo. Southern Zone for the play.
The Southern Stars drops it a bit, looks for
where you born at the man coming.
Kasim currently picks the man in the assist, just James Akamenko once again, and you need the services of Jamal Ibrahim. It looks like David Odro have been taken off.
Oh no, and Ababedemono. Until summer test 1996.
We've done 47 minutes into this game so far, and the scoreline still reads
Ibrahim Delal
in here. Lovely round here from the man, Prince Owusu.
Northern Zone, woman in play. Yeah, Kasena Sharif Dean. Good play, Sharif Dean.
Yes, Dean.
And
it's just looking to pick the man in the 17 jersey.
Northern Zone, Mamouche Oshi.
Dean for the Northern Stars here. Lovely idea. Back to Dean again, but so much power behind it. And Maso Baku trying to close up on him. But again, all right, so still late. And I tell you what, the Northern Stars in the second half have looked more promising side up there too. And it's a bit of twisting and turning there. It's whipped up front. Looks for the legs of Jonas Atukwe, who picks it up. Atukwe in a bit of trouble there. Traffic of black shirts there, but they'll release a long one into the far channel. Looks for Boachi, but will not pick him. And they rather picked Afenechan. What a man who made headlines back in Mexico, Canada, when Ghana played Panama. And so here to add his presence to the game. Yes, Fatal Isako drops it, lifts it for Kevin Osesibe. Fatal once again, and it's been stopped there in his strat. Fatal hacks onto it. Fatal moves forward, looks for Afenechan, and he goes to the ground, wins the sympathy of the referee.
Yeah, the referee did well on that corner. He saw the incident clearly, and he went in to actually make a count. And I think that is what most referees in this modern game should prioritize, how to move to the incidents, how to put your eye on any incident, to give the right cause.
Also, that's Solomon Agbese currently warming up there, the man who really giving most of the blaster goalkeepers tough time in terms of selection. Ended up going to the World Cup as one of the promising young stars of the national side. And they've got so much tournament coming up, especially with the Olympic qualifiers ahead. He's going to be a main man. The free kick, that's a lovely ball, but Daniel J. first bounce comes off again, makes the second save there to keep the Southern Stars in this game. And he gets an applaud from the man in the 17th jersey, Manuel Ajuman.
He did well to pounce on the rebound, but excellent reflexes from the goalkeeper to deny the Northern Stars and a very glorious opportunity once again.
So another cross session of the fans here who are here to enjoy the game. And they'll take their time to just lace the ball around. Samuel Safo brings it back and certainly looking for the fit of Danlad Ibrahim. Picks him. Danlad Ibrahim scanning the area, will lift the ball from his centre back to continue from where he left off. Maswell Ansan. Samuel Safo runs himself into a bit of trouble. And as Arago lifts it for Samuel Safo again to run. That's rather Maswell Ansan. And it's a bit of shoving from behind. Wins the sympathy of the referee. And that'll be a free kick for the Northern Stars in this game so far. 51 minutes then.
Yes, it's a very good game indeed, and you could see the kind of renewed energy the Northern Stars have come in the second half with. After conceding that early goal, they've come down, they've re-strategized, they've tweaked their system, and I hope that their new system will pan out very well for them.
So let's see what exactly is happening with these two teams in space of expressing themselves. Onto the chest of Samuel Safo, who had it well read, looks for his centre-back pair. And Osesibe managed to work out of danger. Here's Fatal, lovely play from the two of them. And so far, what an exchange from Mahmoud Oshua. And it's been a very reliable defensive player for the Northern Stars so far into this game. Just enjoying himself as Prince Oshu flex it over, looks for Fatai Saku very close to the Southern sectors. Penalty box again, but they managed to run out of danger.
Nonetheless, Fatal has been very brilliant in this game. He's been running into spaces at the right time. He's been creating opportunities at the right time. But that particular recent challenge he did was very needless and uncalled for. And he should step in the game. And I know he can deliver and deliver well.
Well, certainly. So here, some beautiful faces to once again greet your screens here at this year's All-Star Festival. The fifth edition. But there's a big blow there for the man, Abu Moro. And I missed that. We'll get to see Solomon Agbesi this time around, not as a goalkeeper. And it's coming in as a on-field player. Interesting stuff, isn't it?
Interesting, and it's quite rare to see goalkeepers playing the role as an outfield player in this modern game. And right now, what is running through my mind is that how can he even get hold onto that ball? How can he even unleash passes?
So Donald Ibrahim begins from the back. And he finds Mahmoud once again into plenty of space. And again, looks like it's been a habit of them starting all the way from the back, especially with their skipper. Samuel Safo has got a quality legs to beat the ball up front. And sends it all the way to Daniel Ojay in this game so far. Now it's Mano Archiman quickly taking. Boachi once again well read by Osesibe. No, so far so good in terms of the movement from these two teams. It's been very quiet proceedings. Maso Baku onto Boachi. Running from the left-hand side. Drifts infield. Changes direction of play onto the far left-hand side. That's a big touch there. It's got Sowa to its left-hand side, but again, it fails to read it well.
Timely intervention right at the right time on the spot to deny him for getting into that space, and he could have ended up in a goal. Excellent tackling by our standards.
Yes, Maswell and San coming forward with it. Let's vote for Alfinajan. You've got to keep your eyes on Alfinajan on the far left-hand side there, because he's a quality player. Played in Italy. They currently played in Turkey. Here's the man I'm talking about just a few seconds ago. Decides to roast the ball back to Samuel Safo once again. Who has it all the way to himself. Failed to keep his eyes on the ball, and it's all the way back onto the left-hand side now. There'll be a bit of running across the field. That's Mohamed Dauda. Played for Portimonense in Portugal. Have just been flushed into the game. Safo retract back. Northern Stars stringing passes together, enjoying themselves in this beautiful moment. Mahmoud. Here's Fatal. And then forced to the man in white. Jonas Atukwe will continue from where Fatal left off there. A bit of danger. Joseph Amwa. Here's Agbesi. Here's brought in field. Clever play. Jonas Atukwe, but again, referee has got out ideas.
It's quite unfortunate the flag weighed up in there, but excellent exchanges among the players, and I liked how they really surged forward. They really created that space, and it was just an unfortunate incident for them.
Oh, plenty of credit to the organizers of this particular game, the back group. Such a very, very exciting vision. At least to ensure that footballers from across the world gather during the all-football season. And with the first one brought the likes of Frank Kessier in the first edition. Second edition seeing Avram Grant here, but what another big chance they're falling for. The Northern Stars there. And it's up for the John with plenty of space to bring the ball up front. And we're seeing the first yellow card of the game. And it goes to Manuel Arjiman. That's a bit of a hard tackle, isn't it?
Exactly, poor decision making by Felnes Afenaja, and I believe that he just had too much on that ball. He kept on just having too much on that ball, and at the end of the day, it was just wayward. I believe he had plenty of options. He had some options to pass to. Many of his players were right onside, but he just failed to capitalize on that particular opportunity, and he should do better next time.
So free kick for Northern Stars team. And it's Felix Afenajan together with Fatai Sako that goes behind it. Just pushing so many bodies into the Southern Sisters penalty box there. But Daniel J will need to really keep his eyes. Here comes the delivery. Oh my goodness there. It's just flashed wide off the mark. And it's this Sheriff Dean once again with a glorious opportunity. But fails to just tap it home. And it means that the scoreline stays the same. Some of the influencers currently watching this game, they've enjoyed their bits a bit earlier.
Excellent chance we just witnessed momentarily. That was a sumptuous cross from Fatai Sahaku down the left-hand side, but it was so unfortunate that Dean couldn't bury that ball.
Yes, there's Kasim for the Southern Stars once again was looking to send on. Jonathan Sowa there doing a bit of chasing at the moment. Fatal has it now. Crosses the halfway line. Let's for Prince Also, back to Fatal. Long hits into the channel there. And it is in. Solomon Agbesi goes to the ground. Really struggling there. And couldn't have the final touch. Oh my goodness. And really, the second half, it is the Northern Stars who are really showing their class and quality. Just pushing so many of their colleagues up front for the final delivery to bridge the Southern Stars final third.
Fatal is just a brilliant player by our standard. What a chance that was. And if you've studied him keenly in this game, he's been creating opportunities upon opportunities. It's just that his attackers have failed him big time. And these are players we've been always been calling for to feature in the Black Stars. And I think he's a great asset. And I wouldn't be shocked in the coming years he would be playing straight for some of the biggest clubs in Europe.
Well, certainly, it's currently out. Fatal lifts it for Maswell Ansah, and then the Southern Stars has it. It's so Jonas gets a bit of pushing from behind. Referee, certainly wave on the challenge here. Here's Mahmoud for the Northern Stars, running through a bit of trouble there. And finally, the referee have decided to take in that one. Quite shocking, isn't it? Left to the other. Foul situation. Maybe perhaps that would have been a straight penalty. The reason why he decides to let play on the advantage. But as Kasim complaining a bit to the referee, not happy with that final decision from him. Prosper Kasim, who plays for Union Omaha. Fatal steps over it. Drops the ball a bit. Second half we've done so far. And still Northern Stars 1, Southern Stars 1.
Fatal has been a joy to watch, and he's been an all-rounder, going at all places at the right time, and he should keep on doing what he does best, because he's been an electric star for this team so far.
Yes, Sheriff Dean once again being connected to. And picks the man in the 20 jersey. That's Boachi. It's back to Maswell Baku here. He's got a lot of options. But just looking to see if he can find any space. Oh my goodness. Was looking to create a bit of space down the far right hand side for Solomon Agbesi, but could not pick him. Afenejan playing into that pocket of space here. He's got a big list. Afenejan, could it be 2-1? Afenejan taking his time. Oh, so much over elaboration. Well, certainly why it is a fun game here. Final hit, and it's way up the mark. That's a poor hit. And it looks to be coming from the man in the 17 jersey. Manuel Argument, not the best of it. That's a poor delivery.
Afenejan has been abysmal so far, and there's a reason why he didn't make Carlos Queiroz' final call, because as a striker, you should know how to bury the ball when it matters most. I mean, all those overlaps, all those waiting moments were just needless, and he should try and learn how to bury the ball at the right time.
Oh, here they'll have to go. Yes, Maswell. And once again to list it for Afenejan. 1-1. With the man in the 19 jersey. Bits him to it. Solomon Agbesi. Here they'll come again. Afenejan. Can he make amends for that earlier opportunity? Big chance looming here. Oh, so once again. Oh, that's a big hand from the big man, Daniel Ajay. But the ball stays around the area. Referee. Wasting advantage. Fatal! Oh my goodness there. And what a bizarre head from the big man. Fatal Esahaku. And the fans absolutely loving every sight of this play here. And the Leicester City man knows he could have done better with a big opportunity.
The Northern Stars have been a joy to watch in the second half. They've been surging forward perfectly. They've been creating the chances, just lacking the finishing in the final third. But I mean, they are doing all things right. So if they keep on creating the opportunities, ultimately they can get the goal they've been knocking the door for.
Was this 3 minutes then? And this man on the tap looks to be the Asafak man. Solomon Agbese. He's not used to playing. He's used to staying in between the two sticks. And it's currently the man that is on the turf. And in the absence of Benjamin Asari, who was supposed to be part of today's game. One of the best shot stoppers in the country. Well, Fatal looks to be getting a bit closer to the technical area. I was just wondering when I was going to come off the pitch. But talk about this man, Solomon Agbese was part of Dreams FC run in Africa, the CAF Confederation Cup, when they went all the way into the quarterfinals there, and only to be beaten by Zamalek in the semi-finals against Adababara Sports Stadium.
Right, Solomon is one of the promising goalkeepers emerging in Ghana, and I think we should give him the necessary support for him to be able to harness his potential.
Maswell answer once again, just flashing his face off his opponent. And the referee there saying that it's just a very favorable challenge, with some advantage into a final jump. And you know that they're equally struggling from the surface of the playing turf at the moment. Not just giving them that sort of quality in terms of the movement to enjoy themselves. Yeah, big chance again. Daniel Ojay has to parry it away. That's quality goalkeeping. And certainly reminding a lot of people about those days when they used to man the post for the Gunners and the training side, the Black Satellite. Such a joy to watch him play into this game. And so far so good in terms of his movement and everything. Well, in case you've just joined us watching what, this is not really any competitive football. It's just a way of having fun in terms of creating fun for most of your big players that you've watched all season in most of Europe's top leagues. The likes of the Championship, the English Premier League, the Turkish League. And they brought them closer to you. Yeah, Samuel Safo just whipping that one out of danger. Answer back to Afenija once again down the left-hand side. It's going to be another big run. With our best in space there. He's got Dean ahead of him and is well collected.
And the problem keeps lacking. The decision making in the final third has been problematic. He's been very, very fine when it comes to moving the ball from defense to attack, from the center circle to attack. But the decision lies in how they can bury that ball, and that has been problematic for the Northern Stars.
So yeah, Fatal once again picking up on that ball. Fatal Isaku, the next no introduction. Also went all the way to Sporting CP. I couldn't really succeed there. Reason why he had to cross over to Leicester City. And the numbers absolutely really fascinating, with most of the top teams chasing him. Likes of Tottenham Hotspur a bit ago. Bournemouth have already asked for the signature of this man who is just lining up the shot here, but it's well blocked. And Jonathan Soa. Soa 101. With Prince also. Fatai Saku tracking back. Samuel Safo equally jogging back as Jonas Atukwe has it. Flex it over, looks for Kasim. Long hits. Oh, and it's coming out of the left foot of Prince Amwaku once again. Just fails to keep his head. And he just whipped it out. That is a proper long hit. All plays for Samstrada in the Georgian Premier League. Georgian Euroliga. Fatal. Prince Owosu. Yes, Fatal once again. Oh, change direction of play onto the left-hand side. Finds Mahmoud. Drops it into the middle. Looks for Fatai Saku once again. And guess who has this possessive? It's Kingsford Boache. But again, the man in the black has got a tenacity to recover anytime they lost out of possession.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Northern Stars have been brilliant and they've kept on possessing, they've kept on creating opportunities. But the question still lies, as at when will they keep on possessing without scoring? Because the clock is going down, time is ticking, and they need to be decisive now.
Well, they need to be a bit decisive. Yes, Prince also whips a long one into the channel, but it's been blocked. The flag is already up. And the fans really turning out in their numbers at the moment. As we've done 68 minutes. And here's Arjuman Kasim. James Akamenko onto his far right hand side. Prince Amaku. Once again, leaving the ball to the path of Kasim. Or brings it to James Akamenko. Maso Baku. We'll have to push it up front now. Here's Boache. Boache 1-on-1. Against Osesibe. Such a very hard tackler. Drags it all the way back. Bit of twisting and turning. And it's also Kasim. Solomon Agbesi. Solomon Agbesi. Oh, that's a long whip there from the Hasselhoff shot stopper.
And we just need to remind viewers that, I mean, he's done well for that range because he is a goalkeeper, so he's used to long range shoots. So you shouldn't really come at him that much. I mean, he's still trying. Being an outfield player isn't an easy task, and he's done well so far.
Oh, Danlad Ibrahim living dangerously, going to the ground. Referee have none of that. This could be a big chance there. James Akamenko. Oh, what a bend there from Jonathan Soa. And once again, missing the post by inches. Wall bend, wall curved around the defense of the Northern Stars team. But again, just fails to find the back of the net. And it means that after 70 minutes of a exciting exchange, the scoreline stays intact.
Both sides are really giving their all. They are really dominating each other, and that's good to see. I mean, it's quite shocking to tell someone that this is just a fun game because they've been given some brilliant passes, excellent dribbling, which I mean it's worth meriting and emulating in even the topmost football. So both sides should keep it up so far because they've really given us a good contest.
So 71 minutes, so it is James Akamenko who brings so much experience to the side. Currently plays for Azam FC in the Tanzania League. So it's a player that Jonathan Soa is very, very accustomed to because they play in the same division. But the referee, once again, rewarding the Southern Stars with a free kick. That's a very big position. Just 27 meters out. And that could prove to be very decisive if well taken. And there's the likes of Jonas Atukwe. All of them getting behind that one. So we got a different goalkeeper in between the two sticks. For the Northern Stars in this particular half. So Danlad Ibrahim started in the first 45 minutes. We have a new goalkeeper in between the two sticks. I'll be confirming to you his name shortly as we get ready for this free kick here. And the Northern Stars have got a real battle on their hands here to deal with this free kick. Jonas Atukwe! Oh, it's in! Check it in! And the Southern Stars have taken the lead for the second time. That is a clever hit there. And it's just run to the traffic of humans. And the goalkeeper struggles to tip it out of his stick. Another clever goal. And as this time around, it's Jonas Atukwe with a clever hit from outside of the 18-yard to give his side that important lead.
A brilliant goal by all standards. Lots of people expected that he would bury that one on top of the players, but he decided to go down and he went down well. Excellent goal by all standards. And this is why in Europe, in such cases, most players prefer to lie down to block all those areas down. So he did well to still go through that space and to find the back of the net.
Well, let's see if quickly the Northern Stars can make amends. And here's Fatal Isaku currently running. Just trying to position himself for the ball. And he has it one-on-one with Maswell Baku. Can he stop in Maswell? Baku, one of the clever players so far on the pitch. And Daniel AJ picks it up. Experienced shot stopper. Goes for a long hit up front. Because Prince Amoku once again was just lacking around. But a pick up by the Northern Stars, quickly left for Samuel Safo to bring it up front. Prince will have a touch. Safo will continue. Afenejan has it. Samuel Safo. Afenejan once again on the left flank. Has he got a pace? He's got it. Can he? But finally, he'll be denied. He has been denied from that movement there. And that's a rather exciting movement. We've done 74 minutes so far here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. There's the All-Star Festival. There's Northern Stars 1, Southern Stars 2. And so far so good from these two sides. That's Maswell Baku, who plays for FC Okran in the Algerian League. Will want to bring this one for a very tricky. He's got a very good crossing ability. I've also had stayed with the likes of Asante Kotoko. And a solid 5 minutes. Southern Stars currently trying to press for a restart button all the way from their back. They stand up front, looks for Boache, lifts it for Maswell Baku here. Jonas Atukwe to his left hand side. Another defense splitting pass makes Jonathan Soa. It's in. And finally, the whistle has been blown and the main starter. That movement has been curtailed. Clever movement. What a movement we've seen so far from these two teams in terms of how the flair, in terms of the tenacity and ability to move the ball around. Just reminding you, this is the All-Star Festival game. And it's the 2026 edition. We brought to you other two games already. And here's Solomon Agbasi. Goes for the shots there, goes for the power, but again, it's just a very feeble one. And you can see Jonathan Soa complaining a bit. That's brought up front by Kevin Osasibe. Osasibe lifts it for Kasim. Instruction to the far right hand side. Now very deep in the half of the Northern Stars. Here's Prince Amakun. Looks for Kingsley Boachi, the Everton man. Oh, that's a report that says another end. And it means that Northern Stars once again surviving that scare. And here's Prince also with that deep run down this right hand side. And left for Fatal. Fatal. Oh, leave it for Afenejan. Afenejan drops it. Oh, not pick the man. He was intending that pass for, but rather pick Maswell Ansan. Mahmoud. Let's for Dauda. Yes, Fatal. Prince Owusu. Dauda! Oh, again, lifting it so much. Let's dip it under the ball again. And it's just played wide off the mark. Quality stuff from these two sides so far in terms of the movement. But in terms of really catching the opponent on the break.
Yeah, and it's what stuff so far in the second half. Both teams have really run out their tank, and at this point, they just need to run down the clock, and some way, somehow, the losing team should step up and create something.
Masol Baku. And here's again the definitive man, Masol Baku decides. So that's a lovely bend on the ball to pick Prince Amaku. Got Jonathan so ahead of him. Oh, that's a very lovely bend. And you can see what he's trying to do. That's a very clever idea. But again, so much power behind the ball. Perhaps the technique just letting him down on that occasion.
A decent effort. He had the idea right, just poorly executed. And so next time he would need to really calm down a bit and find the far post well.
Well, full focus on this game because he has Samuel Safo whole bit. Jonathan Soatered. Chest is him. Chest is him. On the other end, it's a foul in his marker. A bit of pushing from behind, and the referee Karim absolutely very close to the asset. We'll give it out. That's quite unnecessary on that from that distance. It's a bit of back flick from Dauda. Will not go anywhere. And there's another free kick lobbing here for Mohamed Dauda for Northern Stars. Plays in Portugal. Mohamed Dauda. And it's a very, very exciting player to watch out here into this game coming in the second half for the Northern Stars. And so far he's really, really proven that he's such a very important player. Very pacey. Also rising to Ghana's youth ranks. Currently playing for Portugal's top division. Very dangerous when it comes to those one-on-one situations. 80 minutes. We're just 10 minutes left in the game so far.
Yes, just 10 minutes to go. And Southern Stars, of course, they'll be the happiest among the two. And I think they've came, they saw, and they've conquered.
So it's a corner kick, is bent inside. That's a big play. Oh, Samuel Safo, the skipper on the side. Referee giving away another corner kick, and it means that the pressure on the Southern Stars at the moment keeps on piling. As Prince Owusu. And you can see lots of movements inside the Southern Stars penalty box. Ball stays around, looking a bit dangerous at the moment. Samuel Safo. Oh, that's a clever one from Manuel Argument. It's a bit scrappy. And finally get hammered away by Solomon Agbesi. 81 minutes. And it's still the Southern team that is leading in this big exchange. Here's the Finnegan. What broke through at AS Romanda Mourinho for pace and directness. Really made the headlines back in the Italian Serie A. And once again, here are the fans who are really, really enjoying everything they've seen so far in the last 81 minutes.
Yeah, speaking of Afenajan, I do remember his stint with AS Roma Morocco. Jose Mourinho bought him a new pair of shoes because he scored when he scored his first goal, actually. So he's really had some success in his career. But I'm very optimistic that he would come on top once again.
So a flag into the box, but that is a ground out received by Masol Bakus onto his chest. Northern Star retried back. Prince also. As they try to come forward once again. Yes, Masol answer. Fatal waiting for it. Here's Dauda. And they don't go. Prince also once again enters into Southern Stars box, sensing the killer. Oh my goodness there. And the final connection from Samuel Safo goes wide off the mark. And just thinking the fans here thought it was at the back of the net. Nearly jumped out of their set. And once again, this is the big man. Samuel Safo. doesn't really need any introduction into this game. Plays for Makia and Bahrain. Yes, so long one looking for the run of Samuel of Maswa Bakwa, the far right hand side. Will have to kill it in. Brings it back a bit. And picks James Akamenko, who has got lots of players ahead of him. Pays Jonathan Soa. Here's Prosper Kassim once again. Maswa Bakwa. He's got area players. Big chance here. Oh my goodness. And it's in. Makes it 3. Simple tapping. And it's got a 10-1 here for the Southern Stars. And it's a Simba man who seems to be still in the headline into this All-Star game. Clinical finisher. And once again, Zakaria Moses' backline have been breached.
Yes, and I'm not surprised at all. If you've looked at the style of play of the Northern Stars, they do well to possess, they do well to generate the ball up front, but the decision or the problem has been burying the final balls. That has been the problem for them. Just the chance Southern Stars got onto that opportunity, they've made that one count. And it's about finding the back of net, it's about knowing how to penetrate and getting the ball at the back of the net. And that's what Southern Stars know how to do, and that's working out for them.
Oh, they're back to where they want to really be. That is in front in this game. And the Prince also looks like there's a bit of game on here. And they've just switched on the gear. The Northern Stars team. Fatal goes along onto the far left-hand side. Right for Afenejan. Masol Ansah once again drilling the ball onto this side. Stays infield. Referee plays on advantage. Prince also. Can they find the consolation? Big chance there. And then he arrives to still late. Looks to be Dawda Mohammed. Oh my goodness. Couldn't really get himself into that important possession to just whip it home.
As I've kept saying, their head coach needs to be frustrated at this point, because there's no coaching problem. This is just them failing to do what they need for. So that has been the problem, just burying the ball at the back of the net, because they've been fine possessively, offensively. The problem is who will get the goal at the back of the net.
And as the Southern Stars were very determined to increase the tally here. Yes, Prince Samaka brings it back to. And it's on to the. Looks like a new player has just been thrown into the game. And so far, he's really enjoying this moment. Yes, Maswa Bakwa. He's got a bit of space ahead of him. So, Atukwe. Kingsley once again running in that channel. He breaks it back. Checks back and holds on a bit. And certainly, there we end it here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. At the end of full time, it is the Southern Stars who have this year once again run away with that important victory. And finishing 3-1. Jonathan Soa with a brace in this game. And also Prince also finding the back of the net once for the Northern Stars in this game. And the players will get to exchange some pleasantries at the moment. There they are on your screens. That's Fatal Isaku. And a bit of chit-chat with the referees.
Wonderful scenes at the University of Ghana, and I liked how the opposition's head coach, being Lai Kingston, going to hug Isahaku Fatal and giving some words of encouragement. That's good to see, and that's the main aim this tournament was organized. Unity at the core of it, and unity at the core of football. So,
also watching one, it's quite unfortunate we'll have to draw the curtains on this big game at the moment, because after 90 minutes of exchange under the light here in Ghana's capital, it is the Northern Stars who unfortunately have lost this game by 3-1. And you can see here's Afenejan, the man who rose to fame under Jose Mourinho, who is currently head coach of Real Madrid. David Odro, also currently in Spain with La Liga B side. Such a young quality chap, one of Ghana's future stars you need to really keep your eyes on. And this is another big man, Jonah Atukwe. What a player's been into this game. Very pacey. And very agile every time he's trusting up front. And the likes of Samuel Safo. And a trophy, the converted trophy on this game, will be presented soon. This year's 2026 All-Star Festival, as the dignitaries get ready to hand over the trophy to the winning team. And certainly it's the Southern Stars team. We didn't really get to see the face of Jordan Ayew and even Andre this year. Gail Mason was part of this particular game, would have to find a quick private jet to Germany to sign his new contract for FC Cologne. Well, certainly we're making it back for next year's edition in 2027, where we come your way once again. So many stuff. Thomas Partey himself was part of the previous one. I would have to be excused to deal with other very pressing issues. So there we've got the two teams. There'll be a bit of chit chat as the legend Tony Bafo is on the field as well. Just trying to make sure that things are done very well. The referees equally there. They really enjoy this game, I guess. And the likes of Dauda Mohamed. Such a very, very quality dribbler. As we await for the presentation of the trophy. Also that is a beautiful trophy. Glittering at the moment. Shining, if you want to call it. And that is what the Northern Stars and the Southern Stars have been playing for in the last few minutes. Well, so here we got to see this beautiful young lady brings the trophy closer to where it must be. And it's going to the center of the pitch as it will be handed over to the winning team. All right, so making our way onto the pitch. And you can see the likes of Kevin Osesibe smiling. And Daniel J gets to receive the trophy from the young chap. And finally, she releases it. That is taken to Lai Kinsey, the coach of the side. A legend in his own right. Was not part of that 2006 was quite due to injury. But I've made so much amends. So there is the winners of this year's ASF 2026 football game. And the Southern Stars are the celebration galore tonight. And you can just see the smiles. It's just a fun game.
Absolutely. And I mean, this is the nicest thing of football, where at the end of the day, everyone is a winner. Because as I said earlier, we are preaching about unity and we are preaching about one people. And I think the core mandate of this tournament was able to achieve. And it's all smiles at the end. Even the losing side, they are much more happier than the winning side. And some interesting scenes here at the University of Ghana Stadium. We hope that the subsequent ones would be as epic and even more loving and more engaging, interacting, and more glorious than this one.
So, watching what here is your champion Southern Stars for this year's All-Stars game. And he wants to really enjoy it. He didn't play a part.
Of course, but he takes all the glory and all the honor.
And you can see that's a very lovely scene here. And that's Jonathan Soa. Also Saturday, so that is it here. We get to come your way somewhere next year. As far as this All-Star Festival is concerned, it's full time. Southern Stars 3, Northern Stars 1.